to see it through. Pockets empty, still don't know if you'll come through. We're real familiar, I've seen this play before. Leaving my heart and my wallet at the door. Is it real or just a cycle on repeat? Walking on eggshells on these city streets. This feels way too similar. Contempt is trying to kill you. The dating game is messed up. No accountability, nobody wanna fess up. I'm in it deep, but I don't know if he loves me, or if he's just here for the company. Don't wanna fess up. Why we always gotta mess up? Searching for the truth in a little black book, but I'm scared to give it one more look. Time it is. You know what time it is. Little black book, movie soundtrack. Little black book, yeah. You know what time it is. Time it is. This feels way too similar. Contempt is trying to kill you. The dating game is messed up. No accountability, nobody wanna fess up. I'm in it deep, but I don't know if he loves me, or if he's just here for the company. I spent my last time trying to see it through. Pockets empty, still don't know if you'll come through. We're real familiar, I've seen this play before. Leaving my heart and my wallet at the door. Is it real or just a cycle on repeat? Walking on eggshells on these city streets. This feels way too similar. Contempt is trying to kill you. The dating game is messed up. No accountability, nobody wanna fess up. I'm in it deep, but I don't know if he loves me, or if he's just here for the company. Don't wanna fess up. Why we always gotta mess up? Searching for the truth in a little black book, but I'm scared to give it one more look. Time it is. You know what time it is. Little black book, movie soundtrack. Little black book, yeah. You know what time it is. Time it is. This feels way too similar. Contempt is trying to kill you. The dating game is messed up. No accountability, nobody wanna fess up. I'm in it deep, but I don't know if he loves me, or if he's just here for the company. I spent my last time trying to see it through. Pockets empty, still don't know if you'll come through. We're real familiar, I've seen this play before. Leaving my heart and my wallet at the door. Is it real or just a cycle on repeat? Walking on eggshells on these city streets. This feels way too similar. Contempt is trying to kill you. The dating game is messed up. No accountability, nobody wanna fess up. I'm in it deep, but I don't know if he loves me, or if he's just here for the company. Don't wanna fess up. Why we always gotta mess up? Searching for the truth in a little black book, but I'm scared to give it one more look. Too similar. Too similar. You know what time it is. Little black book, movie soundtrack. Little black book, yeah. You know what time it is. Yeah. You know what time it is. This feels way too similar. Contempt is trying to kill you. The dating game is messed up. No accountability, nobody wanna fess up. I'm in it deep, but I don't know if he loves me, or if he's just here for the company. I spent my last time trying to see it through. Pockets empty, still don't know if you'll come through. We're real familiar, I've seen this play before. Leaving my heart and my wallet at the door. Is it real or just a cycle on repeat? Walking on eggshells on these city streets. This feels way too similar. Contempt is trying to kill you. The dating game is messed up. No accountability, nobody wanna fess up. I'm in it deep, but I don't know if he loves me, or if he's just here for the company. Don't wanna fess up. Why we always gotta mess up? Searching for the truth in a little black book, but I'm scared to give it one more look. Too similar.
So what's up, everybody? It is the takeover. All right. So Master Kojo is under the weather. So we decided, a couple of us, to get together. Myself, Jay, El Cid is going to join in a little few, and as will Seaway. So we're going to get together, have a little brief time together, and just chop it up about this most recent episode. I'm just trying out a little thing. So, just bear with me, y'all. I haven't hosted in quite some time. But just give me a little thumbs up in the chat to make sure you can hear me. So just give me a thumbs up so I know. Okay, I see a bunch of hey Sean's. Appreciate you guys. So we gonna get right into this. We ain't gonna waste too much time. We're gonna belabor your time. We're not gonna keep y'all here too long. I'm serious. I'm not gonna be that Baptist pastor that has 3 and 4 sermons going and y'all be here till the wee hours. That will not be tonight. So I am gonna bring up my good sis Jay, and we're about to dive right into this episode.
Never fails that I got to make a run outside as soon as it
What up, Jay?
starts. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Never fails. All right. I'm gonna try to stay on as best as I can.
You had to leave us for a few?
Yeah. And I still can't get my laptop to go on, so bear with me, y'all.
I know you have to sometimes parking lot musical chairs. So if you gotta go,
Yes, coming. I'm gonna try to stay on the phone. I don't know why I have a bad delay too. I see. Oh, it's gonna be a night. Hey y'all.
yeah. So listen, Kojo came up with the title. I can't take credit for that. You know, Steve, if you out there, you watching, don't come for us. The title's not mine, but we got some commentary for you, old boy Steve, because you know you really did perplex us a little bit here tonight. We got some commentary for Steve. We got some
Ooh.
commentary for Bellow, some commentary for Lauren, our good brother, you know, cloaked in fur Darius. You know, we got some things, you know, but I think we're getting down to the wire. And, you know, listen, if y'all haven't watched, there's going to be some spoilers because we have a very short window of time. So we're unfortunately going to have to breeze through some things. Yes, Druzy, 100% Dom, you know, we were rooting for you. What's that Tyra meme? We were rooting for you, Dom, but last episode in this one, I'm not really sure. I got some questions. I got some questions, as they say. And I see El Cid in the background. So we are going to bring our good sis El Cid up to the stage. What's up, El Cid?
Hey, Sean.
How are you?
As well as can be expected. I'm losing my voice myself.
Oh no! Listen, don't let this spirit take us down.
Oh no, it's a spirit of content.
Oh, because El Cid, you've been busy in these streets. I've been trying to keep up, but whoo, back to back.
Yeah.
Listen, there is no hate train, Miss Dom the model. There is no hate train.
Hate train on what? Who we hating on?
She said we hating. There's a hate train on Dom. There is no hate train. I'm sorry. We just got to call it out. And Ayanla's coming back to our screens real soon. And what is her saying? We got to call a thing a thing. We got to call a thing a thing. Listen, you know, I don't follow a whole lot of the Ready to Love cast too much anymore. You know, my favorite people are from Houston, DC, and Potomac, but I do follow a few here and there. And I decided very early on to throw my follow into Dom's court. And I'm just a little disappointed. You know, I gotta say, I was rooting for her, and I think she could be a little mean, a little nice, nasty sometimes. Now, look, we know we hear the stories. We're gonna understand why and why maybe some things she said what she said, but she's coming up a little mean, you know, a little spicy, right? Am I wrong?
But Sean, don't you like toxicity?
What?
Just a little toxic? Isn't that what you tell us?
El Cid, don't make me send you to the realms. I'm gonna send you away.
You know what? With a little bit of power, here comes the deacon. You know, it don't matter to me if you send me in the corner. It don't matter.
What you said, put baby in the corner. You like the corner. So look, I like a little bit of pushback. I do. I like a little back and forth, but I don't like somebody that's not nice. I like people that are nice. You know, and what I'm sensing is some not niceness. Okay, so
when were we nice before this? I just want a detailed account.
What'd you say now?
When was she nice before this? I just need a detailed account because I missed it.
Oh, so you trying to say she been that way? I'm just catching up. So maybe hey, listen, I'll be the first to say.
Nice? Was she nice to Devin when she cooked all of Bellow's food when he was invited over? Was that nice?
Oh Lord, here you go with your history. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. She liked Bellow, so she made him his favorite meal. I don't think that was unnice. She didn't do nothing mean to Devin. It's not like she said only Bellow can have the oxtails. They was for everybody. You know?
We're gonna have to define nice tonight because your nice and my nice.
We ain't got time. We ain't got time to define no nice and stuff. You know what he means. El Cid. We're not gonna play this game tonight. You know what it is. We and El Cid in your defense, us women see a lot of things men don't with other women. So you know what I'm saying. We've probably been peeping up on the little "I see you, girl" or whatever. But like the men later will find out, she ain't so nice. So
Yeah, I can't hold you. I might have been a little bit. What did they say when you are a little what's the word? When you just maybe you are caught off by the looks and you just don't really get to see the person for who they are necessarily. So I could admit being a little guilty.
Sprung, a little sprung.
Sprung's not the right word. No,
okay.
I wasn't sprung. Elson, you know what?
We're gonna derail the conversation. Let's go.
We're gonna get right into it. All right.
They say rose-colored glasses.
I'll be
blinded, delusional.
What Elson?
I'm not about to read the chat. The chat is going to hell.
Talk about delusional, blinded. Thank you, true love forever. That is correct. A little blinded. I think now we're getting there. Not delusional. When in Rome, not caught up in the Jezebel web of lies. Sprung? No, guys. You're just a little blinded, okay? I get it.
Sprung ain't sounding too bad now, huh?
El said a little colorblind. He don't see them red flags.
Sprung don't sound too bad now, huh, Deacon?
Can a guy just have a feeling, an attracted feeling? That's all it was. It was I had an attracted feeling, and I didn't quite see the things. But
don't worry, Sean. We got some women on the cast that's doing the same thing. Because in the case of Darius, and in the case of Bellow.
So I'm not alone, right? I'm not alone in my delulu and sprung nature. I'll take it. So we started off with y'all not too much. We need Phil. That's too much dip on the chip. There was no love. I don't know this lady, and this lady wouldn't know me if she crossed me on the street. So no, I'm not that going now. I just had a little attracted feeling. Okay, that's all. Now we had our good girl Shannon. They packed her up. They packed her and her pearls up. I didn't mind the pearls, by the way, Shannon. I know I've seen across the interwebs. You kind of not too crazy about the channel. So, but I just want to let you know I had no problems with your pearls. I actually love it. I have a thing for an AKA.
Wait, I'm confused. What y'all did to Shannon? Why she don't like this channel?
Listen, I think Kojo pissed her off with the pearls. I'm not sure.
She said she's highly annoyed. This YouTuber, this podcaster annoys the heck out of her in a comment.
Oh.
Yeah. So, hey, look, everybody has a right to their opinion. Clearly, we have lots of opinions and we share them freely. So she's not crazy about this, So I don't know.
And she's annoyed by the YouTuber. The YouTuber's annoyed by the pearls. It's a domino effect,
It's mutual, right? It's reciprocal. At least and look, when we talk about being ready to love, we need reciprocity, and there wasn't a whole lot of reciprocity. So I guess Kojo don't like her pearls, and she don't like the channel. So there's that. So I hope we can get past this and meet each other on a different bridge, because she won't be on the bridge at the end. No.
Well, the bridge she been on, she got a wonderful edit. Because if you have seen her elsewhere, this has been, and she has been, how can I say it? She has been edited down to Disney princess level when she's at villain stage. But anyway.
Ooh. See, but I won't disagree, only for the fact that in her departure, the certain people that was around her hugging her up and stuff, I was just like,
You saw that, right? When she was about to walk out, she was about to say nothing to nobody. She was about to have a Christina walk out. And then she stopped and hugged people. But I've seen her on these interwebs dropping, all kinds of, colorful language. Let's put it that way.
Not too much on Mercedes' friend now.
I was just gonna say that
Mercedes needs to step forward. Mercedes,
you know I'm down for Mercedes like 4 flat tires.
What did I tell y'all? I said I've been telling y'all Shannon had spice. I've been telling y'all it's been, you know, seeping through a little clip at a time. And then when she brought Mercedes, I said, yes, Shannon got some fire. I've been telling y'all.
Oh, somebody said she could have been talking about Married for 10.
She was not. It was under a post directly about Kojo. Don't.
Well, I tried to help.
A post that had code.
I saw under the olive branches with that. Don't try to help her. It was directly about Kojo because it was underneath a post that he said he was talking about the season. And there was multiple members of the cast opining, and that was hers. I think Devin had something to say too. Devin, you know, he had some commentary, talk about. I don't want to misphrase it. What he was pretty much alluding to.
He's talking about you don't know how editing works, and you have content and do a channel. You don't know how this works.
And we always get that every year. That's always every year, babes. No, we don't. We don't know how it works. We'll never will.
Yeah, listen, this ain't what they say. This ain't Kojo. So we gonna tell her like it is. I'm sorry, you know. And although the comments weren't directed at me, I take it personal because Kojo been my brother since from across the pond for quite some time. And all of us here on this panel, we take it serious. So if you come for him, you come for us. And, you know, we're going to have a little fun. You know, we're going to have a little fun about it. We ain't going to totally demolish you, but we're going to call a thing a thing. Yeah, Devin had some stuff to say. Bro, we have not only watched every season since season 1 of this show, we've gotten to know people. Kojo has talked to production. Kojo has done commentary directly at the behest of OWN TV. So we know how editing works, and this is not the only show that we break down. We know how editing works, but we also know they can't edit what you don't say, what you don't do, and what you don't give them. So there's that. No, this ain't the benediction.
Sound like the deacon ready to put his prayer cloth out.
Listen, you ready to hold their hands, Elsa, as they fall backwards? You gonna hold them up?
I don't think they want me behind them because, you know, some cast have choice words for me too. But you know,
that's right. We can't forget
we having fun out here.
What's his name? Ed, he talked about you his number one friend.
Mwah!
And he's throwing up fingers and signs. We don't like that now. We don't like
it's wonderful because I used it as a short on my channel as well. So I always appreciate a shout out. And I was shouted out at the beginning and end of his show. So he made me, even though he's an Omega Sci-Fi, he made me the Alpha and Omega of that podcast that day.
Just leave Elsa alone, please, Ed. We don't want to get to the divine 9 of it all. Please just leave Elsa be.
So where are we starting tonight, Deacon?
So we're going to begin at the beginning and then skip around a little bit. So I'm going to attempt, I was around here playing on the system a little earlier. So we're going to attempt to, what the heck? To show a clip. Yeah. No, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Un momentito, por favor. It's my
your muscle memory?
No, I had to go back because I had it set up.
I had comfort there from the people that I like have grown to like love and care about.
Yeah, that's just tough, man. Very, very tough. All right, girl, quick.
So listen, I would have thought these folks was going to a funeral the way they was carrying on. So look, how do we feel about our good friend Shannon being sent away and packed up with her pearls and sent on her merry way? What do we think? We think that was the right decision?
Well, I guess Dom and Bellow get to ride home, without a third passenger, so maybe it's right for them. But yeah, I think it was time for her to go. Stephen, we said last week, looked uncomfortable with her, jumping him on the bed and interrupting his conversations. So maybe now Stephen can kind of spread his wings and spread himself around.
And hand out some more succulents.
Well, clearly he should have gave her hers on her way out. But what the hell, Stephen? I know departing the show is emotional. But I was just puzzled on this amount of tears, especially from the ladies. Side note, the lipstick she was wearing in that confessional, I really do like. You might not give me that lip combo real quick, please. But I was really, really puzzled because I know there's like the sisterhood among it, but it was real telling in that moment on a lot of stuff because I seen her go around the room, hug everybody but a body. I was just like, oh, okay, maybe editing. Since we don't know how editing works, I'm just gonna put it out there. Maybe edit it out. I don't know. It was real interesting. I was real confused. Like, Dom, you kicked this lady out her own room. Now you're sad she leaving. Now you got her room and your room to choose from. You got all the rooms. Like, what did you cry for? Like, y'all can't call this lady. I am so confusion. This Detroit got some emotional people. Y'all can call these people. Y'all act like y'all never will ever be able to see these people ever again. Like, y'all act like this Squid Games. Y'all can see these people. Y'all can call them. And for the people that was confused while she was sitting outside, she got to wait for her ride. Cause I was like, she ain't even got her bags yet. So she got to wait till the cameras shut down and all that stuff. That's why she was sitting. I don't think it's like necessarily outside, but in a little area out front, waiting on the rides to go ahead and take her home. That's how production works for those of us that don't know how editing and production works. Sometimes you have to sit and wait. But I'll let Devon, what is his name? Devon. I'll let him explain it when he ever comes up and talk to us,
So let me ask, have we ever seen someone go outside and say goodbye to the person that was, eliminated?
No, and I'm not mad at it. I'm totally not mad. I'm confused by it, but I'm not mad at it because I would actually think we would see more of this if people actually have connections with people. We've seen people be chased down to continue the argument or, plead their case, but I'm never mad at this. Let me go check on the person who seems genuinely hurt by the decision that we made. So I appreciate them for leaving that in. I appreciate for Stephen for going out there and checking on her. I just still confused as heck. But he might just be a nice guy. Not necessarily a good guy, but a nice guy, So there it is.
Well, let's see their final salutation and goodbye, Stephen and Lauren. Let's see how that goes.
I wanted to come out here and talk to you.
Steve.
I said, look at least you're smiling. Slightly smiling. Slightly smiling. Super sweet and loving person, right? I don't want to be disrespectful to Tommy or anybody in this house, but I got to speak to Shannon. We may not believe in this experience as a couple, but I do care about her feelings a lot. I'm sad to see you go through. You go for what you want. I'm learning that through this process and through meeting people like you, actually. I'm learning to, step out of my, let me assess everything a million times so I know what's right versus just being like, I'm going for it.
Whew. That I felt like I was watching a rom-com. And look, I love a good rom-com. You know, I'll be watching them. I like them. You know, but what in the Love Jones? What in I don't know. What y'all think?
And correction, yes, makeup by in Mimosas, you're right. The Houston season on the resort, they did Jay did go check on whatchamacallit when she got kicked off. But I'm assuming they left it in for some of the dialogue that was said here. I'm not sure because I mean, and of course he's giving her a succulent later that he has for her. I'm like, sure, you should have ran upstairs and got the succulent real quick. And then gave a speech. That's all I can say. Give her a departing gift. You know what I'm saying? I'm just confusion. Unless they gonna end up together at the reunion or something. I'm really just confusion on Steven. It's not so much the action and all this, it's just him. And y'all know how much I love my Steven, but you know, I'm just so confused. The whole go check on her and stuff. Like, are you gonna well, he home now, so sir, did you go check on her? For real in real life? When y'all actually got back in the real world without the cameras? Because if you didn't, I think it's just for show then.
They said, is Steven your type, Jay?
I ain't got no type. I like what I like.
Very, very diplomatic. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was nice that he went to console her, but like all this emotion, you know, and that's one of the things that kind of like challenged me with Steve and just watching him through this whole process is that's the most I've seen from him the whole season in terms of like really seeming to be genuinely interested in somebody. So if he liked her, I'm unless it's editing, you know, unless it was edited, you know, then I didn't even hear him defending her in the men's lounge. What I heard from Steven was you can't even have a conversation with your connection if Shannon is around. I mean, again, Steven ain't Devin, but they be saying editing. That's not what I said. I said that the day before yesterday on Christmas. Whatever. I heard people defending the people that they liked. And when it came to Shannon, he said something negative. If you down for somebody, like the way he seemed to be like, I really care about her and I don't want to disrespect Tommy. How you disrespecting Tommy? Didn't Tommy tell you to get up and go in there and talk to the lady? You know? But like you would not want to say anything negative. Like, you know, I really like Shannon, you know, although, you know, you sandwich it, although we've been through a couple things, you know, I can't imagine not going through this process without her here. Like, come on. But I really felt like, you know, as sad as she was, unless Steven circles back and tries to get with her, but Mercedes already told her none of these guys are here for you, and I agree with Mercedes. I don't think there was a connection or a match for Shannon.
So that's what is also puzzling me with her too. So like the tears. Like Shannon has to come and let me know if she was actually feeling somebody despite us. Well, maybe I'm assuming she agreed with Mercedes. Maybe I'm assuming she agreed with Mercedes.
She agreed. She agreed. We heard it.
Okay. So it could have been edited. My ears could have edited that in there. I don't know. I'm just making sure. But I don't understand all the waterworks of it all. Like what?
I don't understand the tears either. You know what? At least there were tears. At least it wasn't sniffling and no waterworks for me to say that ain't no tears flowing. Okay. So at least there was waterworks. But my thing is, why are we crying all over the place? Why are we acting like, as y'all said earlier, that we ain't never gonna see these people ever again? It's kind of like, Nicole. It's like, what are we doing here? It is just the end of a show. Doesn't mean it's the end of you knowing these people. People could spin the block by the time reunion. We done saw that in other seasons. So why are we boohoo crying? I didn't get it, but I'm been accused of being emotionally unavailable too.
Look, and what's Aaron said it too. Dom crying. Did Dom cry when she kicked that girl out the room? And they told us that was editing too. They told us. Did somebody get on one of these channels and say that was editing as well?
Did she get the room? Did she keep the room? Because if it wasn't, she didn't keep the room. Then it wasn't
in the room in the beginning, and was she no longer in the room after Dom left?
Right.
But she didn't even cry when Dom didn't even cry when she tripped over her luggage.
She definitely did not.
She didn't cry when she kicked the men off.
And
only reason
kick it right out the door if she didn't keep it up, if she didn't move quick enough.
The only logical reason that I can come up, especially watching this whole episode all the way through, is why Dom was actually crying is because in her heart, the wrong woman was sent home. That's the only reason she was crying out of being pissed off that Lauren wasn't going home. Cause I'm just like, girl, we got phones, y'all live in the same state, probably even the same city. I like, what? What? You can't go visit her?
God forbid we're empaths.
Why can't they have an empathic feeling? Why can't I have a longing feeling for the process?
Y'all had one every time?
I mean, we would be dehydrated if we cry over everybody that's voted out. I'm sorry. Yes, you can have feelings, deep, very deep feelings. But
so who started I got this one question. Who started the cry? Who started the cry that got all y'all crying? Because that's who I need to talk to there. Who started it? What? Because it looked like some people was crying in the back before Shannon even started crying. So I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it was very emotional, but look, what do we know? We've only watched 11 seasons of Ready to Love. This to me, for no one to have connections, not no one, but in this instance, Shannon, she didn't really have any connections here. No one was really rating her, as Kojo would say at this point, and she really wasn't rating anybody else. Now, did she jump on Steven's bed? Did she, but to me, I just think it looked like Shannon was bored and she just needed something to do.
But Sean, Jay, it's diabolical. The main connection she had is the one that's saying she is blocking him from his other connections. What we saw, he clearly said she needs to be gone so I could date my other people freely. Yet he's the one going outside to say, sorry, you're leaving. Sorry, you're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you defend me?
Nope. He said I gotta sneak around to talk to my other connections. And when I'm doing that, she's right there. I was like, dang, we only seen her right there once, but okay. All right, sir.
I wonder what Shannon feels now that she has seen that. What does she feel now about his goodbye message and his go with God?
I don't know. Let's reach out to her.
Okay. I feel it then. I'm not about to deal with you, Shati, but I feel it.
Well,
I'm like Elle said, that's not the emotion though.
I guess so. Look, I think I'm going to lean into mansplaining, but I have heard that when women get together, their cycles can all clink up. So maybe that's what happened, and everybody just had a very emotional feeling. Okay, we're gonna chalk it up to that because they was crying like they was getting sent off to war.
Sean, just a female splain to you. It doesn't happen instantly or the first time women are in the same vicinity. Okay, takes a little while.
Generally don't.
Well, they've been spending a lot of time together, so I don't want to assume.
I mean, there's been a lot of group dates.
Yeah, they definitely haven't had one-on-one. Katie, I told you I was about to mansplain, so leave me alone. I gave you a disclosure.
Listen, at this point, we'll take it.
For calling Lauren a tall B. I can't get off the hook for just explaining the little piece of information that I learned about women's cycles linking up.
You on point, Sean. It has its thing. But sometimes it's not as fast. Somebody might be the alpha of that group.
Hey, I guess
leading the charge for everybody. But
was Dom, and she was crying. I guess everybody followed suit. All right, let's get on. Let's not belabor this because. Oh, Katie, I'm sorry. I thought you was getting on me. Because that looked like an eye roll to me. That looked like an eye roll. So, see, I misunderstood. I apologize. You know,
we are so silly, Ashanti. We be having some points, but it's guided in silliness.
Absolutely. So let's just ease on down the road. These two.
She said, I must be getting colder, Bali. She said, I must be getting colder because I'm sensitive and I was not moved. She was not moved by y'all tears. That's all right.
Okay, next we have, let me go back a little. We're going to give the clip with Lauren and Bellow. Ay.
Weird.
Okay, so this is a question. So
he should be able to communicate with whoever he wants to communicate. Like, it's giving side chick vibes.
So I'm gonna pour another one. Okay, that's good. I'll take this.
All right, y'all ready? Let's eat, please.
Oh, wait.
All right, I'm gonna stop it there because I don't want to go too far in the clip and we get a strike. So yeah, that was now
she's stopping on Ashanti. She look good in that picture though.
She do. She does. Ashanti is looking good. Now, what y'all think about Lauren and Bellow? I mean, Bellow looked super concerned about whatever was going on with Dom and her phone. What we thinking?
I'm thinking Lauren don't have to ask no more questions and guess no more things. When you just see a person moving like this in your presence, obviously he got something else going on and he can't, focus and be straight with you. Like I was really confused for her because I'm trying to figure out what you trying to figure out. If he's doing all this behavior, like he can't talk to you when she come in the room, he can't keep focus. He got to look over there every 5 seconds to check to see if she okay. She gonna threaten him. She gonna come over. What she gonna do? Child, just stop talking to me. Go over there. Please go over there and be with that lady because I don't have time for this shenanigans or whatever. Because clearly you are in a whole marriage. At this point, you in a whole freaking marriage, not even a relationship. And yeah, I would feel like a side chick in this whole situation because at this point, you're literally sneaking in front of the person. You're so uncomfortable in a situation where we keep talking about how we have to date multiple people. So if we're dating multiple people, why you can't sit and have a general conversation with me? Without feeling uncomfortable or looking around or being some type of way when a certain person comes into the room. And then the fact that she came and sat super close, ma'am, let him have his people. Y'all be talking about how they don't be chasing nobody and stuff like that, but this is part chase activity. If you didn't know, having to sit right up under a person that you an earshot away of whatever conversation that they're having, that they can't even have the conversation. If you're so secure, you should be able to be in a whole nother room and not even care because you know he's going to be in that room with you later. I'm just saying. But when the camera pan over to Miss Dom, it looked real bothered, trying to look unbothered. Bella was hella bothered. And in turn, Lauren was bothered. And I wish she would have unbothered herself and just moved the hell on. But no, we got to ask this ranking question again. And you know what? And I'm gonna clear this real quick before we even get there. These men sitting in that damn room with Tommy talking about how she keeps asking about the ranking of everybody when Tommy asks y'all the ranking every freaking week. Who is your top? You name off your top 2, 3, 4, 5 in some cases, and y'all had no problem with it. But when she asks you, all of y'all have a daggone problem with it. When a woman asks you to be honest, you can't be honest. You could have easily said, girl, you know Dom is my top, but I still like, still trying to get to know you. Don't sound too great, but it's the truth. Guess what? Oh, girl would have still been sitting there trying to get to know you. So these men really got on my nerves this episode. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I got a lot of words for all of them. But Bellow, please, if you're gonna be a player, please learn how to put everybody in their place. And let them know that you are still open. You are not in a relationship, because unless you told Dom she was the only one, and please don't tell me you told her in private. The way she was carrying on how people be holding people in private, that she's only yours in private and all this stuff like that. But hey, listen, after them succulent kisses was shared with the man that don't do PDA, you ain't got to explain to me no more. At all. You ain't got to explain nothing. I ain't asking a near nutter question. And nobody say that near nutter like I do. So, near nutter.
Here's the thing. Lauren, first of all, you're betraying yourself. Because you clearly told us that if he spend the night in that room with Dom, you done. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. But it's basically you spend the night. If he stays in that room with her, I'm done. And you're still here trying to figure out what? That was your clear boundary. And we trying to figure out what? Why are we talking to Bellow other than production say, you got to go talk to Bellow? Why are we having a conversation? He has clearly told you in his actions where his favor lies. And it laid in that room. I'm sorry. It stayed in that room. And yes, Dom came over there and it looked like ear hustling. It looked like she was trying to ear hustle. Like, what we saying? What we saying? What exactly is he telling her? What is she asking my man? That's what Dominique's behavior looked like. Now, Bellow, the one way to, try to be a player is don't let people know that you are phased, that you are rattled, that you are sprung. It was clear as day. It was clear as day. Dom came in and she's like the one stone you throw in a pond and it rippled and you rippled. She showed that you are moved. You are definitely moved. But again, Lauren, Bella showed you exactly where he wanted to be, and that was not with you. Sorry.
Yeah, and we're kind of we have an affinity for Lauren around here. There's a couple, Ashante, Lauren. We got a couple of fan favorites over here, and Lauren is one of them. But I felt bad for good sis, I really did. And I'm gonna bring back a snippet of a segment. I got a song. You like to hear it? Here we go. I want y'all to guess in the chat. I'm gonna read a couple lyrics. Hands in the soap, have the faucets running, and I keep looking at you, stuck on your phone, and you're stuck in your zone. You don't have a clue, but I don't want to give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately, I've been a little fed up.
Hello.
Wish you would just come on.
Better focus, my guy.
Don't tell it. That's the winning room. You got it.
Better focus.
Focus on me. Baby, can you focus on me?
Before I start playing Her Avenue on you real quick. I'll switch her songs on you real quick, player. Play with if you want to.
You know, I don't want to sing the song too good because Culture might get a strike. So let me just not sing no more.
I don't want to sing it too good. It's a cover at this point, Sean. You can sing it.
That's it. That's it. I'm ready. Send me out to America's Got Talent. So listen, Lauren, I hope you have all the signs. Because if you didn't get any more signs, I don't know, baby girl. Ray Charles has seen the signs. Helen Keller has seen the signs. Stevie Wonder has seen the signs. Have you seen them? Because this ain't it, my friend.
You know, part of me wants to know, what would you have done with that information if he had said or gave you an actual ranking? You know what I'm saying? If he had ranked you and even ranked you, hey, Lauren, you're my number one, this, that, what would have been done with that information? Because sometimes we ask questions and I'd be wondering what you're going to do with the information once you get it. Like, what was your move going to be?
He has told us, she's just not listening.
No. Well, sometimes you would just want to hear it straight out, flat out. But what are you going to do with that information is my thing, though. Because you, like you said, he gave her all the information. She knows in her heart what the answer is. You're watching this man basically live in a whole nother room with a person. Yet you're still asking the question. So what were you going to do with the information once you got the answer?
Here's the other thing I would pose. Didn't Bellow tell Lauren early on, ask me anything. I'm an open book. Didn't he say that on their date? Ask me anything. I'm an open book.
Yeah, but you know, he also you ask him anything and he started telling you, now, why are you acting like this, baby girl? You know what I'm saying? He started asking you questions back.
No, he told her,
is this your authentic self? Is this your authentic self?
Don't dim your light for me. You know what I'm saying? I live in the dark. So don't dim your light for me. Like, what?
I'm gonna use that line. Be who you are. She's like scratching her. She's like, I'm trying to understand, like, if you like me, is there interest here? Be who you are. Be confident in you, in yourself. And by the way, there's an elimination coming. So
watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Don't be you too much. Don't be too much on you. But be you. Be you.
He gave her words of affirmation that were not words of affirmation.
Be the best you can be, but not the best you for me. That's all I got to say.
Do you, boo boo?
Be wary of folks. Be wary of folks who say they're an open book, because they are not, and we see that clearly here.
You guys can ask me anything you like. Trust me. Trust me. Thank you.
And we can be our authentic selves with you, Jay.
We told you. This ain't Kojo.
Don't dim your light. Y'all gonna ask me the same way they asked me earlier. Right. Be yourself. Ask away. Ask away. And like they asked me earlier, what's my type? You know what I'm saying? I gave an answer. They said I miss Kojo.
They miss you. Your connections are missing you. So
they tied our shenanigans.
Tomorrow.
I dim my light for just a second.
Exactly. And we will not be dimming our lights. We're going to be ourselves in our full form and all our audacity. So buckle up, Fritos Paw. You'll learn to love us. So yeah, that's all I ran. That's all I came away with from that particular scene. Is just like, there's so many signs, and I feel bad because Lauren is looking for some level of validation, some level of reassurance in terms of where she sits with them. But I think sometimes, you know, like some people need to hear the words. Sometimes I think it's like actions and words together are intention. That's like my little thing, you know, like you need those two things to meet and they need to align actually. So when actions and words align, that's when you have intention. So you can't have one without the other. So if there's words, but no actions, there's no intention. If there's actions, but there's really no words, there's no intention. And even the words weren't wording. I mean, like, if you sit back and reflect on what he says, you know, I just need us to get it. And I think Lauren had a better conversation, and I'm not going to play that clip, but when she was talking to Steven, and she mentioned that, you know, I feel like you say different things to me behind closed doors, but I don't feel like when, you know, we're in front of other people, you're as expressive. That was Lauren and Steven, right? Am I correct about that? I just want to,
yeah.
sometimes I jumble the folks.
No, you're correct.
So it's like, you're getting it. And I'm not sure what Bellow is telling her behind the scenes, but it's like, even in front of other people, he's not validating you. He's showing where his intentions are. When, you know, Dom was over there on her phone, he was very preoccupied with whatever she had going on. And I don't think you should ever call you. Don't devalue yourself. And I understand she was trying to make a point about feeling like side chick. Don't ever devalue yourself. Don't put yourself there. Just, I feel like your intention is elsewhere. Don't make yourself, don't even let him think that you're even thinking like that. I think that's what Lauren should not do. Just see his actions and just move accordingly, you know?
So it's like, I get it. So like, part of me, I get it. You're in a tight space of trying to not come off overly, for lack of a better word, aggressive or mannish or a B in some cases, but you also got to stand your ground to where it's like, I'm not to be played with either. Because like, though Dom completely nice, nasty, mean, whatever you want to call her, there's a way about her that lets you know that she got boundaries and she ain't going for too much. And you got to uphold some of that space in your thing and keep some type of balance where it's like, look, I want you to be able to do what you need to do and make your choices, but you play around this. I'm not about to be one of them choices. So it's a fine balance that I think Lauren needed to walk. And I just feel like as I watched her with all of these men, she was like on the wrong side of that beam. It was just like, you're on the side to almost look like you're begging for these men's attention and affection and like, I don't know, their opinions of you. You know what I'm saying? Even when we get to later on with the date with Vince, what's his name? Is his name Vince? What's that man's name?
Lauren and Vince? Yeah.
That's his name? Vince? Okay. Mm-hmm. Even when we get to that with Vince and stuff like that, it's like, even though you're forcing him to like apologize to the friend, but he's playing in your face at this table. He's just like placating you because he just like wants to stay on the show. But he has no attraction to you, no nothing towards you. Like, none of these men actually gave you a real pot outside of Steven. So that everybody let you know where they is, and you still doing stuff to try to get their attention. And that was just like frustrating me with her and stuff. But to be honest, on this note, it was making me think of when people be thinking that pretty girls just have the advantage because they're pretty or whatnot. This will let you know that they don't. Because especially when you're in a room full of other pretty women or beautiful women, you still got to have something about you and stuff like that. And so you gotta like, I don't know, you just got to keep your boundaries and your standards up. So though we was given, what's her name that got voted off with her standards? Christina. We was giving Christina a hard time in the beginning. Like, respectfully, she got her standing. She walked out of there with her head high. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, at some point, you got to just strap your boots up and say, I ain't going for half of this ish y'all got going on. And I'm not about to take it, even from production. It's not like they giving y'all some $1 million checks every week or whatever, stuff like that. So it's just like, man, I'll go back to the real world and get my thing or whatever going on. If y'all want to edit them out, edit them out. Like, y'all got to just start telling these people, I'm not about to go for half this silliness. Y'all not going to have me looking crazy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm still lost at the Lauren Vince connection, you know? It just leaves me perplexed each and every time. I wind up scratching my head. I don't understand why she keeps giving him a shot. And I just don't know how many times I would allow someone to just continue to show me how much they don't like me. And I think he's he's not validating her. Now, if they got something going on behind the scenes, that's even worse. Because if you can't validate me in person, in front of other people as part of this process, yeah, you know, I think she needs to just pack it up and move along. And the thing that I know we talked in the top about Dawn, it just really perplexed me in the women's panel when Dawn kind of flipped out a little bit. When you know, Lauren was just making that comment. I'm gonna try to find the clip, but as I'm trying to find it, you know, please, Jay, Elsid, feel free to weigh in.
You want to go in first, Elsid, or you want me?
I don't understand the whole side chick comment.
From Lauren?
Yeah, I don't understand it. Y'all clearly are aware of each other. Is it truly side chick? He's openly dating. I mean, side chick gives first the impression that he does have a committed girlfriend.
And that's why she said it.
Okay. All right.
Because he's moving like he was in a relationship with somebody. Like, you can't speak freely because your lady is there in the room and stuff. So the whole thing of a side chick is to be sneaking around with that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this on the side, and my main don't know nothing about it. So that's how he was actually moving. But I'm just like, on the other token is, you're literally telling us that you don't do PDA, but yet here you are in front of everybody. So yeah, that you've presented her as your main girl. Everybody else in that room don't mean nothing.
Yeah, are we there yet with the
And Ashanti took it.
Are we there yet with the giving of the succulents and the kissing of it all?
No, we were at the point with Dom in the ladies' lounge. Basically, he was just jumping to the Dom and her behavior in the ladies' lounge when Lauren was speaking, because he was looking for that clip.
Okay,
I got it. So whenever y'all are ready.
Ready.
Trip. He made it clear he wants to be intentional with me. But then later when we're having a conversation, one of his connections comes kind of close by. And he literally starts whispering, and then he making eyes all across the room all the time, like looking like, I want to talk, but I can't.
Are you insinuating when I was over there? Because we was all in the house together.
I'm a direct person. If you talking to me, then talk to me directly. Say.
All right.
Now,
yeah.
Though I do understand Dom more than I would like to agree in this moment right now, because I am too. You got to direct me. But I'm also, if you don't direct me, I ain't got nothing to say back to you, because you ain't talking to me. You ain't talking about me. Now, I know you might be talking about me, but you ain't talking about me unless you say something directly to me. And because she didn't say nothing respectfully directly to you, meaning that she wasn't trying to start no beef, this came off very, very personal. And I'm trying to figure out what is the personal reason for it, because you're clearly already winning with Bellow. You have no other reason. So what was the reason why you came at this lady for just expressing her experience with the man? Because that was her experience with the man. It had nothing to do with Dom. Dom didn't even have to say anything else or whatever, but sit there and listen to it, because all Lauren was saying is how Bellow was acting when a certain presence is in the room. And for some reason, Dom took that personal, as if she was saying he's making her do this. I mean, she's making him do this. And it's like, that wasn't said though. Unless we missed something in editing. And yes, I did it again. Some people in the chat. Unless we missed something in that. I didn't see or understand why it was she was so nasty in that moment. Because it was like when Ashanti is his other connection, right? When she said something, I didn't see anything being said back about it. But Lawrence even speaks on Steven. Dom got something to say every time. So like I say, for me, all of this whole episode started to be like a personal war between Dom and Lauren. And I'm here for the tea, y'all. So y'all go ahead and let us know why y'all over here having this little beef going on, because I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
I don't think it would have made a difference. I think Dom would have reared up anyway. If Lauren had said, when Dom came over and came close by, and Bellow, I think she would have riled up anyway. I think we were just sitting there ready to pounce as soon as you said something. As soon as you said it, I'm ready. And I don't know if it's because, maybe she thought Lauren should have gone home instead of Shannon. That would be my hypothesis. Okay. But it seemed like Dom was ready to let you know how she felt. So the fact you didn't say her name, well, say who it was. Say who it was. And if you said her name, it would have been, well, why can't I? You saw what she said. I don't know. Is it me? Speak on me if it's about me. Because I don't know. We were all in the cabin. Don't be obtuse. Yes, we all in the cabin, but everybody wasn't sitting 5 feet away. Everybody is not Bellow's connection. Come on now. It was, for me, it was too much. I mean, it ain't like the previous ladies lounge where we saw a whole lot of fussing going on. But this is the most fussing we have seen in Detroit. It's telling me this has been brewing. This has been brewing. And finally, Dom is the one whose kettle is whistling. It was not a good look for Dom at all.
Yeah, that to me, I felt like it was just an unnecessary, it was just an unnecessary thing, because that I feel like is the best way to address it, because she's not making it about Dom. It's about Bellow and how he's behaving and how she feels he's treating her in the process. So I would think it doesn't matter that it's Dom. It could have been Dom. It could have been anybody, Ashante. It could have been, any of the other ladies. It was less about that and more about how she felt she was being treated by Bellow in context of how he reacts, in the group setting. So it wasn't a shot at her. At least that's not what we saw, unless it was edited out. If it could have been edited. So we might be missing that. But from what we saw, it just looked like, I mean, some people say, listen, I don't have a dog in the fight to talk about passive aggressiveness. Maybe she was, but at the end of the day, it's only passive aggressive if you're paying attention. I'm gonna take a page out of El Cid's book. If it don't land on me, then I can ignore it, right? Because if you didn't say my name, I'm gonna assume that you're not talking about me. So if you're trying to get under my skin, you won't, because you never said my name. So if you don't say my name, I won't know who you are talking to, because it ain't me. So just move.
That and this is coming from somebody. This is coming from somebody with a little short fuse, okay, like that. So in my short fuse ways, you can be as passive aggressive all you want. You could be very passive. It's probably for your best that you be passive aggressive, because I'm looking for the aggressive, and I'm puzzled, because I'm like, are y'all in the chat ready to box? Because y'all asking for a person to be very aggressive and say your name and stuff like that. And when I be like, say my name, I'm ready to box. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go there. So that's why I'm telling you to say my name. Otherwise, don't say nothing. Otherwise, don't passive aggressive me. You can passive aggressive me all you want, and I'm just gonna sit there and be like, well, you can't be talking about me because my name wasn't said. But a lot of people do this behavior because they're not trying to be confrontational. Some people are just actually passive because they're not trying to actually start no war with people that already have an issue with them. Or some people are just trying to protect you from themselves. I'm not saying that's the case with Lauren, but in the case of myself, sometimes I ignore you out of protection of your safety.
Both of us, right? The both of us.
I'm gonna protect you out of
from
safety.
yourself and then from you.
Because what? Please, because what you say my name and I already don't fancy you is going to be a problem. And how I personally looked at it, because like I say, coming from somebody with a short fuse, somebody on that thing was looking to fight, and that somebody was not Lauren. Because if I'm in my mode of, you need to say something to me, say my name, say it. Because we was all in that house, so direct me. Yes, we were all in the house. Like Elsie said, you can deduce who I'm talking about. You're a very bright girl. You know exactly who I was talking about. But if you want to feel somebody, and so when she did say her name, it was like, oh, okay. Yes, I was talking about you. Now what? Now what we gonna do with this info? I was trying to be respectful and polite, but now that you want, yes, you were in the way. You were cock blocking. You were in my way, ma'am. What? Now it's about you. And that was my problem with this whole situation, because it was never about Dom. Dom placed herself in the middle of that. Ma'am, it's not about you. It's about your connection and how he responded to when you were in the room. I didn't say you did anything to make that man do anything. I'm specifically referring to the fact that he feels like he can't do anything when you walk in the room. That's my problem. It's not you walking in the room or nothing to do with that. So don't read that into something else that it's not. And that's how I took it, is that she's trying to make it something that it was not in that moment because of however she feels personally about Lauren. Now, I do understand all these girls might not like Lauren, but that's not your problem. Y'all not there to like Lauren. Lauren's not there to like y'all. Unless this is something else that's going on in the background that editing is not showing us. And that's okay too. If y'all like a little, do your thing. But she here for the men. And at the end of the day, she is still competition to y'all. So I don't expect y'all to all like each other and stuff like that. I really don't. But all this little nasty attitude and all this, when I'm trying to express my experience, child, this is probably why I can never be on this show. Can never be on it. Bad Girls Club was the only show I could probably been on.
Jay, all they did was fight and fuss and cuss.
She said what she said.
I'm still in a work in progress. Okay.
I have a question.
Her bag chain.
Are we really tussling in the ladies' lounge for a member of the Beijing Brotherhood? I mean, really?
Oh Lord.
I mean, really? That's what we tussling about. I just didn't get it. I was lost by then. As you said, Jay, Dom placed herself there, close by, in the middle of the retreat, and now she's placing herself in the conversation, inserting herself when Lauren was talking about Bellow's behavior in relation to Dom, but not about Dom. Not at all. So, I just don't understand. We fussing about, I'm sorry, about this gentleman. I didn't get it.
I want to know what these contracts is saying. Is they promise y'all something new? Because I'm like, what? If I get on this show and I don't find nobody I'm connected to, I'm like, all right, y'all. I'm going to pull like old boy did in Miami. I got a family emergency. I got to get up out of here.
I'm sorry.
I'm not about to be fighting over no man I don't want.
Who was that again, Jay?
Huh?
Who packed it up again? Who was that?
I forgot what that man was, but he didn't even make it to the door. He came. He was like, I got a family emergency and I got to get up out of here. But I remember it was in Miami. He was there for a half of the thing, and he was out. I was just like, ugh. You think Dom thinks that Bellow has money? Child, a lot of women think he got money. Bellow think he got money. Okay, that's neither here nor there.
Jay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been on a little kick. That's why I say I've been short fused. I gotta work on some things.
Don't worry, Jay. Jay, we
2026, I'm gonna
understand.
Jay, prepare to work on it.
Between
Jay,
Elfrid and the hair shaming of it all, and now you.
Jay, it's editing. We understand why you said that.
Edit that out later. Where Kojo? Kojo, edit this out later. What mark is this?
This is the 1 hour and 15 minute mark.
Beautiful. Edit that out.
Kojo, edit that. You're watching. I just think, just like you can do whatever you want to do, just like when we were talking last week about Vince and his little back and forth with Lauren's friends. But I just exercise, at a certain age, I feel like we should not always do what we want to do, but we should do the right thing more often than not. And the right thing would be to just ignore her. Or if you really felt like she was throwing a shot over your head, then you could say, hey, Lauren, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I was just wondering, are you saying something like you felt like I was doing too much? Like, ask a question, but like to just go full on, I think you don't always have to go there. So
my poor Dom, she was just annoyed. I get it, girl. I get it. When I be annoyed, anything just fly in my mouth.
Dom looked like she wanted to say, why are you talking to my man?
I just want to know Laura, what you do to these ladies? Lauren, what you do to these ladies? They are mad. The girls is mad, child. What y'all do? I don't know. I would hate to think editing is trying to do another little thing, but I ain't gonna go there.
So I got a song, another one. Like, if you like to hear it, here it go. Cause now you're walking in the danger zone. And if I touch you, I'll be wrong. If you mess with my man, I'm gonna be the one to bring it to you.
Don't you mess with my man. I'm gonna be the one to bring it to you.
I didn't sing this time, but Jay did. So I spared y'all another, I have to warm me. I have to warm my vocal cords before I bless y'all with another tune or note, See, I spared you, Elsie.
He's mine. You better have him once, but I got him all the time.
Yeah, I thought about The Boy Is Mine, but I said, you know what? I wanted to take it real back.
No, I was doing Mocha Steph. He's mine.
Felicia, I do not need to say pause when I'm singing a song. I'm on my elevated tip. I'm confident enough to sing a song and know it's a lyric. So no, there's no pausing needed. It's a song. You know that. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
Jay Clark.
How are we gonna take down the patriarchy if I'm editing lyrics of a song? That's it. I'm in my Black Boy Joy era.
Not you gonna be frolicking in the fields in a minute.
Exactly. I want to frolic and sing songs with reckless abandon.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, I think we can move on. We can ease on down the road from this one. Who else did? Where do y'all want to go next? We can go back a little bit because that scene was a little bit.
How about the succulents distribution?
Keep saying it like that man. What was Darius? Just want to say the succulent of it. I'm like, boy, please don't discuss me.
It was the hand gestures at the end too.
Yep, discuss me.
But Stephen had a distribution. I mean, if he can't find it, we can still talk about it.
We could talk about it while he's finding it. Because
so Stephen had gifts for not every one of his connections. Was there a max of plant pots you can paint and have available?
There's only so many for the group all together.
Okay.
He just ran out.
So he needed
a half and half.
Right. He needed a Darius talk. He needed to pivot. Okay. He needed to pivot. The one meant for Shannon, he should have been able to pivot and say, well, Donna, here, this one. I thought it was green because, you know, your outfit when we met the friends, it's green too. He couldn't pivot.
It might have had Shannon's name written on it. Can't pivot that. I would have just tucked that one away.
And I have the clip, by the way.
Child, Stephen had everybody puzzled because look, first you got Lauren like, oh, I got me one, and then she looked over, and then Ashanti had her one, and then he looked over, and then Shannon had her one. She like, the hell, her and Donna was over there, man.
No, Shannon wasn't there.
I know. But I'm talking about Donna. I'm talking about Lauren and Donna. Them two was over there, big bad. Like he giving out Pottery Barn to everybody. Yes. It was his idea. So of course he had the idea of giving everybody one. He should have just gave the whole cast one at this point. Child. The men get one too. Like, here, homeboy. You know. Darius put a little fur on his. Cut off some of that chinchilla he got on the rabbit he got. He brought the leg in. Wrap that around his, you know.
You did see that, right? He brought his own fur blanket.
It was Coyote, as per Ashley. So our ecosystem is going down by every week. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull this up.
Or this succulent woman right here.
Just says L+S established 2024.
Oh, cute.
That's cute. Thank you so much, though.
So I made this one. It says, rest in peace, Mom. Darius holds his mom to his heart, like really close. And I noticed that he always talks about her. And it's hard to lose a parent, you know? And I just hope this stays alive.
Man, that's beautiful. Thank you. Man, I ain't got emotional at the moment. I ain't shed no tears. But I was crying on the inside. I was trying to make sure I had his tear come down. That was deep.
Baby Ashley, hair be for the gods. Baby. You know? Stephen?
Darius said he was crying on the inside. You ever just cried on the inside? Crying out.
Here's my thing.
Crying out for me.
Son, stop it.
I don't know. I never cried on the inside before. I want to know what that's like.
I was about to say something.
You know you love it.
Here's my thing. You know, Ashley, you know, as Jay said, love to hear. Here's the thing. When the last line she said took me out. You gave this to this gentleman, you know, because of his mom, and then you hope this plant stays alive?
Yeah, that child,
I fell out.
Child, I said, Ashley, don't play in our face like this. Ma'am.
Succulents are the easiest plants to take care of. If you kill a succulent, you...
Child, I got one I thought was dying. I got one I thought was dying. The rain hit it and it's back alive again. So yeah. Right. I'm doing good. As long as it don't break on the travels home, you're all right. Stephen, where's mine?
Ooh.
I'm just saying. I want to know where mine's at. I want one now too.
It's like the Oprah show. You get a succulent and you get a succulent and you get a succulent.
But if your name is Donna, you do not get a succulent. I am so sorry. That was crazy. Stephen.
Why you do that to her?
Stevie, you got some explaining. Because how did he go from saying that she was cool in the daggone lounge? I'm trying to tell you, I'm so confused. Like some of this editing, and I'm gonna say it again, some of this editing must be out of place because in the lounge he was saying she was cool, but we didn't see nothing transpire after they got out of the lounge that would make her no longer cool. Why she didn't get her plant? Am I tripping? Because I could have seen like before the lounge when Shannon came over and kind of took the attention away, and then Donna's attention went all to Vince. I could have kind of seen that, but then he sat in the lounge and was saying how cool she is and she's all these wonderful things, just to get out here and be like, yeah, I don't have nothing for you, sis.
So the one you say is blocking is the one you have a succulent for, and the one you singing the praises of, you got nothing for her.
But you sent the one that was blocking home without her succulent.
Maybe he's going to meet up with her later. That's going to be her consolation prize.
Oh, that's the excuse? Oh, I got something for you, Shannon. We need to meet up.
You know that, like, hey, wink, wink. I think you left something. You left something back at the cabin. I'm going to stop by and drop it off to you. Let me know when you're home.
But then Vince says something interesting. He said, I'm glad you didn't get my connection a gift. So is that what y'all were talking about since y'all were roommates?
Look, Steven, I don't think Steven really liked it. He just is Mr. Nice Guy, don't want to say anything, but he didn't really like them. He didn't like nobody there because and if y'all peeped last week when he was having that conversation with Donna, they was talking about clothes and her coat and her shoes and the pants she wore. Now, if I like somebody, would I give you a compliment about what you're wearing? Sure. But we're not going to have a whole 15-minute diatribe on shoes, pants, and belts of it all, you know, especially when I'm just getting to know you. Like, you know, maybe we're in a relationship and, you know, we just want to talk about something and bump our gums. But if I'm trying to get to know you, I want to talk about substantive things, not you wore some nice slacks. Oh, I seen you got that white on you, girl. You got that white on you. Them white pants was nice. Come on, Steve. You don't like this lady. You know, you don't like her, and that's okay. So I think we can move on with the succulent gate of it all and just ease on down the road. But what I want to just go back to real quick is, can we see it?
And it's hard to lose a parent, you know, and I just hope this stays alive.
Use it on something.
Man, that's all beautiful. Thank you. Man, I ain't got emotional at the moment. I ain't shed no tears, but I was crying on the inside. I was trying to make sure I had his tear come down. That was deep.
Keep going.
Her initials kind of.
I didn't go back far enough. Sorry. Because this body language is what I wish Lauren.
This succulent woman right here.
Okay, so this is a campfire. Is it like how cozy I feel with Cardi? I feel very comfortable.
Okay. My succulent is for this succulent woman right here.
Oh.
There we go. Look at this right there. Look at that right there. Oh, so that's that. Did y'all catch that?
Okay. My succulent is for this succulent woman right here.
See that right there?
Child, they was giving kisses back and forth in the succulents of giving.
I'm just saying, like the Lauren, you see the fingers. When you see the fingers in between the fingers,
child, Ashanti told us in this whole set, and she was like, "Oh, I done seen enough. I seen all that I needed to see."
Look
Bellow
at
is locked in.
Look at the shoulders, the legs crossed, open, her legs crossed towards him. He's comfortable. We're gonna do a little body language breakdown.
They're in a full-on relationship. There's nothing more to say.
He's very comfortable here. This is home for now. I don't know how long it's gonna be home, if it's a permanent or temporary, but this is home.
It's an Airbnb.
Yeah.
It's also we riding back together and ain't no other passengers.
So if Lauren, you were in the room with this here. So
Child, it would have been no more. My bags would have been already packed. You ain't gotta wait for me.
So I'm sorry, Lauren. I hope you've seen the signs. I really do. Please abort the mission. Abort, please. Now we had a good night and we can skip on.
Child, hands locked in, kisses being exchanged. That child.
Okay, here we got the coyote.
Like, who do you hear from? What do you know?
Who do you serve? That's important to me as well. You know, I need to know who's leading you.
A lot of guys don't lead with that. And I feel like I just want to be led in that way.
I love that you had that in your heart, you know, and that's genuine to me.
Yeah.
With Ashley, I love just how intentional she was. And
Now, this is a masterclass in word salad.
I need a BC powder.
What? You said skip Tylenol. You going straight to the BC.
I need it already broken down and to get quick action. Cause what? I could have sworn the question was, because I could have sworn the question is, what do you believe in? And somehow he pulled a Bellow and was like, don't worry about what I believe in. Don't let that dim your light.
Right.
You be your authentic self to God and we'll be all right. Yeah, it's like, what? Because I still don't know what he believed in. It was like, oh, I believe in what you believe in. So what is it you believe in?
Well, we do know the lady said that Darius is famous for sending the, scriptures in the morning. So maybe that was edited out, that part.
So we're not familiar that Satan also knows scripture too. What do you believe in, sir?
He believes in texting Grand Rising.
Lead her to the first shop. That's where she wants to be led.
Yes.
This was another frustrating scene. And she was just smiling and so big at the end. I was like, please tell me this was edited. Please tell me this was edited. Because I was like, I'm still waiting on the answer on what he believed in. Does anybody know? Believe in scamming. Go away. When in Rome. When in Rome, get on my nerves.
I hope that Ashley is just like, she's like, I'm paying attention, I'm watching and I'm just taking it all in because I just want to give her some credit. Maybe when they get to the bridge, she's going to choose herself because this, he didn't answer not one of her questions. All he did was repeat back what she said right to her. She said, I like a guy, like, what do you believe in? I like a guy who has faith and a belief. And he said, I love that for you. And I like that you like that. I like that you like a man that
love that
lead
for
you.
I love that for
I
you.
love
So
that
wild.
for you. Not anything about what I'm doing, how I'm going to do it, how I go about doing that, nothing. Just repeated it right back to you, but didn't even apply it to himself. That's the dangerous part, because the other part, the worst part is when you tell somebody what they want, they just tell you everything. Yes, I can do all those things. I can buy you money. I can pay your rent. I love the Lord. He didn't even bother doing that. He didn't waste his time doing that. He was like, I love that for you. And I love that you love a man that can lead you. And I love that you like loving the Lord. I love it all. What?
God bless you, sister. God bless you. Keep doing the Lord's work because it's.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. None 8726, because when she said that in the ladies lounge, I almost pulled out all the follicles that are non-existing at the top of my head.
So here's where I would not have a problem with Ashley in this whole scenario is, like you said, Sean, she's aware of what's going on. And, you know, sometimes you got those people out there. I'm not going to just put it on men because some women are out there like this too. But though you will say, I don't like you, I'm not interested in you. And I'm not saying she's saying it in this case because she is on the show. She can't really say that. But though you would tell these people, I'm not interested in you, but they'll be like, well, I'll get you something. I'll buy you something. I'll do this for you. If she just in it for the young come up of it all, because he want to buy her the fur and he want to let her drive the car and he want to put some gas in her tank and fix a tire, by all, ma'am, do your thing. But if you actually got some real feeling for this man, girl, we got to talk. We got to talk. Because what? Hold on. You know, my baby girl, you lived in Detroit for a little while. Is there a lot of scammers out there? Just let mommy know.
That's my ex's one.
Oh, okay. It's a lot of scammers in Detroit. That's the problem. See, y'all. Sorry.
That's
Okay.
your mini me?
Yeah, that's my mini me.
She said, I can tell you what I know.
Off the rip.
She said,
all right.
Definitely a pimp named Slickback.
Well, okay. Well, never mind. Ashley is dealing with a losing battle from jump. All right. So, hey, listen. Get what you can, sis, and get out. That's all the advice I get for you on this. You know what I'm saying? Don't stay in too long or you'll be going down the Rico case with them. So get in, get out.
That's it, you know, just gonna tell you a whole lot of things. See, baby, if you get with me, you're gonna be up with the dawn because the sun comes up before the dawn of the sunset. You know, you can't lose if you were a winner, and I'm always a winner on a winning team. If you know what I mean.
Well, pimp on, honey. Pimp on. I'm about to get out of here though, because I got an engagement the next.
Okay. Give your final remarks, Jay, before you head out.
Okay, so the fact that these ladies was over here screaming that this was the final lady lounge, and the only actual real, I don't even know what I want to call it, but facade of a relationship right now would be Bellow and Dom and Darius and Ashley, which is crazy to me because from looking at it from the outside, this is never going to work past the filming of this on any level. Because when people start having to be real, them men's facades is going to drop real quick. Them smoking mirrors is going to die off real quick. And we're at the last ladies lounge is crazy to me. We're getting a double elimination at the last of the lounges is wild, and we still supposed to meet some more people next week. What? Just take us to the bridge. Just take us to the bridge so people could just go on about their way, and we can too, because I'm feeling like I am in a chokehold of these dying relationships and I'm over it. All right. I don't know. We was wondering why they kind of rushed back so fast. Now we see why. Now we see why, because this ain't giving much. This ain't giving much, okay? I just want to fast forward to the reunion. I hear that spicy is juicy. I'm ready to get there because it seemed like we're gonna learn more about these couples that we didn't learn all season when we get there. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Next week we'll see what happens when the men get the last laugh to choose. I guess I don't know. We feel like we're doing the bridge next week too, or are they gonna drag it out for another week?
No, I think they said the friends, the men or the family. The men are introducing the women to their family, right? I said, okay, yeah. So that's
okay, but we don't have no more ladies' lounge going on. So what? They still gonna have a one final men's elimination, and then we go into the bridge, or what?
Yeah, one final men's lounge.
Okay. Child, I feel like I'm just dragging myself to do this now at this point. We almost there, y'all. We almost there. I'm gonna be like Lauren and Vince and all the rest of these people playing in each other's face. We gonna do it, y'all. We gonna make it. We're gonna make it, as long as y'all keep choosing us over here at Little Black Book, you know what I'm saying? Rank us number one, let us know if you rank us 1, 2, or 3, please. Thank you. And I'm gonna love y'all and leave y'all. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday. It has been real hanging with y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming out and hanging up with us 3 without Kojo. We know how y'all love. Y'all in charge, but he's feeling under the weather. He'll be back. I guess tomorrow they gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he'll be back tomorrow.
So y'all, the team will be back tomorrow. I gotta work, but it was great hanging out with y'all tonight. Had a wonderful time. Love y'all, and I'm gonna leave y'all. Bye bye. Night.
And then there were 2.
Jay actually left you alone with me? Wow, Sean.
Listen, I'm nervous.
I'm nervous for you because your background went out. So
listen, we got a lot going on in this new year here. What in the world?
Your blurred screen went out. Anyway, where shall we go to next?
So we should go to where should we go? I think we should go to, is there any more Vince and Lauren? I think that's where we should go next. So hold on while I
Oh, the deacon made himself disappear. Okay, he's coming back with the whole Vince and Lauren part of it. I'm not sure with the whole Vince and Lauren talk. If y'all looked at that entire conversation, Vince looked like he was waiting for the other shoe to drop. Vince looked like he was waiting for the other shoe to drop. If you look at Vince's eyes and his eyebrows, it's like, okay, what's coming next? Because I know something's coming. That's how Vince's eyebrows were doing. Like, oh, okay, I hear you. Yeah, I know she told him he's a good man. He's a good man, Savannah, of good character, who stands up for what he believes in. Lauren, do you believe that he stands at 6'2" now? If he's standing up for what he believes in, is it a 6'2" stance? Is it? I don't know. For some reason, I didn't quite catch that this was anything other than production said we got to go out and I got to say something nice. Say something nice. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for the flashback. Wrong show. I know it's Love is Blind.
I was getting ready to say, that's Edmund. I'm too nice.
That's what it was giving me. It wasn't giving me that I genuinely felt this way about you, because Vince's expression gave me that. Vince is like, oh, okay, what? Okay, yeah, right. What's next? Okay, what you gonna say now? I'm bracing myself. That's what Vince's look gave me, and I was like, okay, but he was right. Something was coming, and it was the phone call to the friend. Sean, do we dial a friend? Have we dialed a friend before on a date?
Listen, I guess that's what they needed to do. She needed to get her friends on the line. And I guess it goes to show, maybe Lauren was on to something with Vince. He was willing to realize he overreacted. But did he overreact on calling her a tall beat? That's what I want to know.
Well, let me say something nice. Vince usually wears nice sweaters, but this was a nice change of pace with the shirt and tie. I have to compliment that it is an ironed shirt, because many a time we see, these shirts not properly ironed. So I will give him that. That was a very nice shirt and tie combo. Lauren also looked nice as well. But the call a friend, that was a little too much.
Right. Katie, and I saw your comment, Katie. You ain't right. And I had an Alex moment from Love Is Blind. We're gonna talk about Love Is Blind again. my room, I was feeling a little like Alex. So I had to go ahead and set up my virtual. I don't know why my virtual background, what to tell y'all my business. But I just was having an Alex kind of day. And I didn't need to share that with y'all. But guess what?
It's exposed. You are exposed.
Editing. That's editing. Editing. That's editing.
It's editing. You didn't see anything. That was editing.
Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. I will clean it up tomorrow. I had a busy day.
It looks like you were getting ready for something and you just, left everything as it was.
But I was going out on a little date. I'll tell y'all. I won't tell y'all, too much, but I'll tell you that. I was going out on a first date. And when you try to find your clothes and try to find things and you just,
I hope she doesn't watch this channel. I hope, she'll accept a second date after seeing your background.
Let's hope if you're watching.
This is just a temporary technical difficulty. That's it.
This is not. You can see many other times when I do show my background and it looks nothing like that. I promise. She who shall not be named. I promise. If you're watching,
I'm not asking for names. Unlike Dom, I'm not asking you to say names. Okay.
You don't need a name, right? I don't.
Thank you. Don't need a name. Don't need to be in your business like that. But you know what? But you know what names we want to hear? The men that were up for elimination. Were you surprised that those two men were up for elimination?
I gotta be honest. I almost dropped into my New York bag. I was about to be like, "Yo, El Cid, I was blown," but I was like, "Oh, let me reel it in a little bit." Although, you're my New York City friend. But yeah, I was not expecting that. I thought for sure they were going to keep Steven and Cardi was going to go. But the double elimination, that kind of took me for a loop. I wasn't expecting that. I got to be honest.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either. I thought they would at least put Cardi and Vince to the bottom. And, possibly. And then, send Cardi home only. But the fact that it was a double elimination and it's one of the fan favorites, Steven, was sent home. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. That was a shock and a surprise because especially since we started off with the lady that was eliminated, Shannon, and then all of a sudden we even get to see, I was expecting us to be continued again. But they let us see all three people gone. Adios, goodbye.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Because I was like, are they going to leave a cliffhanger for the guys' elimination? And they didn't. And then they got two out of the way. I was like, ooh, they trying to thin the herd
real quick. And I really thought that I know people are saying that Cardi should have had left long time ago. Then we would not have gotten the metaphor. Okay, I said the same thing, and my chat told me then we would have missed the Cardi is a metaphor. Okay. So definitely we appreciate that. I did find where somebody out there made a comic book cover of that I am a metaphor. I did put it on in the post section on my channel. It is hilarious though. I hope Cardi found it funny. Okay. Somebody spent time to put that together. But yeah, Cardi needed to go home. You saw he intentionally did not lean over Ashanti to spill her drink like he did Ashley. Okay. He intentionally, but for Lauren to be the one to send Steven home, I did like it. I liked it just as much as it was Steven to send Shannon home, make the announcement. And I also like, Nicole sending Ed home and Shannon sending Devin home. I like when their top connection or one of their strong connections send them home. I don't know. That may be my toxic trait.
No, I think it makes sense. And Steven even agreed with you because he said he was glad it was Lauren. And I think that he took the news well. He was like, you know what? I got some things to work on. He was like, I realized, when somebody was just happy to be set free, he was like, thank you, Jesus. Woo!
Let me go check on Shannon.
Any of these people anymore.
Right. Let me go. It's one of those. Let me go check on Shannon. Let me see what Shannon up to.
It's not me, it's you. I get it. It's not you, it's me, rather. And he went out singing the Ready to Love song. He said, I'm not ready to love. And he clicked his heels and walked on out the door.
Not he clicked his heels. Daggone it.
He never seemed like he was really thrilled to be there.
Well, now he can return to what he likes a lot, which is vintage, shopping. He can go get some more of those lovely sweaters that we all like.
And the glasses. He's got a really nice glasses deal, I think, with
yes, he's apparently I only see it on Facebook ads for glasses place. So definitely he's got a brand deal.
Instagram, yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it on Instagram yet. It's not come across my feed.
Yep, I saw the partnership because I like glasses, so it instantly showed up for me. And I was like, oh, let me check these out. I haven't gotten around to ordering any, but I saw a couple that look pretty cool.
Make sure you put in a note Steven sent you.
Oh, he has his affiliate link on there. So if you click it, I put, I like a disc. Elle said we love a discount. So you get like whatever it is, 15% off, buy one, get one, whatever it is. So you put his link in there and he'll get the credit.
Make sure you
decide to buy one.
Make sure you price it before and then after and see if there really is a discount. Okay.
True. Yeah. Make sure they're just not just telling you something.
But hey, it's great to support Steven. He can buy more succulents for all his connections out there. Is that parting gift?
But I tell you, they're gonna get us. They're gonna get us. They get us so bad.
Hey, that's not a bad parting gift because if you are in these internet streets, there's a guy out here that gives the ladies who spend the night, he gives them a snack bag to go home with. So I mean, a succulent, a snack bag, there are different levels of parting gifts.
I guess so. You just got to be careful because some of them are prickly. So you want to make sure.
Some last longer than others.
True. As per Ashley to Darius. Some people just Darius has a way with words, and I don't think Ashley, she don't got a way with words. Because she said, I hope this thing lives longer.
Hey, y'all can say what y'all want. I think Ashley, knows who Darius is, and Ashley is here to make it to the bridge. This is ready to love. This is ready to date exclusively. This is not ready to walk down to the altar. Okay?
Let's see. I don't know. People that don't answer your questions directly and they just say a bunch of word salad to me, I don't know. I don't think that makes for good companionship. That's going to be a recipe for disaster. And then he got that lady running around talking about they was married,
I have stayed out of that. I've stayed out of that that conversation.
Allegedly. I can't find the allegedly banner. I don't want to end the stream and mess us up, but allegedly, there's a lady saying that they was married, and allegedly those were her businesses with the Rolls Royces and them. But he said he don't know that lady. So.
Okay.
That's all you got?
Oh, I got lots. I got plenty. But you know what? What I don't have? Paperwork. Something like that, I need paperwork.
You need to see the receipts.
Because if you married or annulled or whatever you call it, or if you have a medallion, there's going to be paperwork. And what I don't see is paperwork. That's all. I don't see paperwork for nothing that's said. And I could be incorrect, but I have not seen verified paperwork. I'm not saying I don't trust everything, but there's certain things that I need to see documentation. That's all. That's all. That's all. But I got lots to say, but I'm going to wait till after reunion, after everything kind of boils out, and maybe even later after the reunion, because after the reunion, everybody wants to get their story out. I'm going to sit by and just listen. I'm going to sit by and just listen. That's all. That's all you can do. And what we'd love to do is listen here, Darius, because if you would like to have your say, here on Little Black Book 91, Kojo will certainly welcome interviewing you and having a conversation.
Yes. So we implore, I know we have, I know Kojo has lined up several interviews for some of the people, but listen, if there's anything you need rectified, any editing issues that you need to be cleared up, any narratives that you think are incorrect, we implore you to interview with Kojo. It won't be us, so don't fear. You won't be subject to us and our antics. It will be a one-on-one with Kojo. So we encourage everybody from
Why not us? We've been nice.
Well, some people, they like us, they love us, they don't like us. So I just want them to understand wherever you fall in line, they don't have to worry about interviewing with us here on
Correct.
This channel. Now they could interview with you because you do some interviews over on your channel.
Yes, I had a lovely one this past Thursday. I interviewed Elisa from Love is Blind Italy.
Nice.
It was a lovely conversation. We cleared up a whole lot of stuff that was edited out.
All edited, everything that was left on the cutting room floor was cleaned up and cleared up.
Oh yeah, she cleared up a whole lot of stuff. It was amazing. It was really, really good. I was very appreciative.
So I think you're breaking up. So that leads us to just our final remarks and things. But I think you have been doing some really in-depth work over there with the Love is Blind team and breaking in on social media and reaching out to them and getting interviews lined up and connections. So you've been doing your thing. So as we kind of conclude, anything you want to share in summation with us, Elsid?
Well, I usually I give my members my breaking news, so I'll save that for my members, which we have Messy Member Mondays, where we have adult conversations behind the wall. But definitely tomorrow, if you know Trey Mac in the chat, in the comment section, Trey and I are going to be covering Love is Blind Germany tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST on my channel, Elsid 932. If you need drama, if you need all kinds of drama, I'm sorry, the international versions give you drama as well. And Love is Blind Germany dropped 8 episodes last Thursday, and I was able to get them all out. That's why my voice is a little bit hoarse, but they dropped 8 episodes. We're going to be covering it tomorrow. When I tell you there is drama, there is duplicity, there's love squares and triangles, there's a whole lot. So we got to unpack and uncover. And the weddings are Thursday. 5 couples enter, 3 couples are left. So yes, it was a lot. But definitely I'll be covering Ready to Love on my channel on Tuesday. And on Fridays, I do Unscripted, and I watch Ready to Love live with everyone from 7:45 in the evening on Fridays. So, yep, doing a lot on my channel.
Katie, remind us, we didn't talk about Ashante and Bellow's date. I guess it didn't leave an impression on me because I don't think that Bellow he's just going along to get along. But if you see something different, Elsid, you let me know. I know you do a deep dive. So if you saw something different between their date, please enlighten us.
I was not moved, but I need to do a deep dive look at it. Tomorrow I'm going to be looking at the show again. So no, I wasn't moved at first glance, but there was something there in Bellow's words, but I got to listen to him and I got to read the closed captioning.
Got it. Oh, thank you, April Love, for clarifying, because I was like, ooh, who we cringed out. Oh, what happened? So thank you. I'm glad you cleared that up, because hurt my little feelings. I was like, I'm over here trying to do our little panel, host our little panel, and we cringing people out already. But no, so thank you for clearing that up, April. Listen, we had a good time tonight. I thank you all. You know, there was at the height, there was almost over 400 people in the chat. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hope you guys had a good time with us. You know, just really want to be clear that this was all for a good time and entertainment, although there were definitely speckles of truth in there, right? Because there's always truth in jokes, as the old saying goes, right? You know, there is truth in jokes. So there were some lessons that I think are all good for all of us. And, you know, when we speak, we're not speaking from a place of up high, but we're speaking of a place with you and speaking from our own experiences and things that we've learned and things that we see from the edited clips. So we're just sharing our insight. I am going to go to our benediction, but before I do so, Kojo shared with me, now bear with me, we have a, you know, and I know some of y'all get to tussling about AI, but listen, AI be doing some things, let me tell you. And we have a nice segue clip right into our benediction. So give me one brief moment as we
It is time for the benediction, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you like that, Elsa?
I'll pass.
Chat, did y'all? I like it. It thoroughly entertained me. I'm sorry. It totally did. So I am going to benedict and lead us right on into it. This is going to be brief. Like I told you guys, this isn't going to be a marathon session. So I think there's some key lessons that we learned. Listen, it is not always important that your names be in every room. Sometimes your name doesn't need to be in a room. And if your name wasn't addressed, sometimes that means it wasn't directly to you or about you. And sometimes it's not necessary to respond. So yes, can you respond if you feel like somebody is referring to you, but it's not always necessary. Sometimes we don't have to do what we can. We should do what we should do. And that's the right thing. Also, I think we need to learn how to go where we are appreciated. Right. So, and people show us that. That was one of the little anecdotes that I shared earlier. You want to go where you're appreciated, and how you know that is based on somebody's intentions. And the recipe for intentions are words and actions together and being in alignment. And when words or actions together are in alignment, that is the person's intentions. And if either one of those things are out of alignment, then they are not intentional when it comes to you. And you want somebody that wants you for you. The other expression is, listen, I know we joked a little bit, but there's no sense in crying over spilt milk, right? So Shannon, although some may have been sorry for her to leave, no sense in shedding tears. It's gone. She's, it's over. She had no connections. And Shannon knew. And I think sometimes we may cry because reality has hit us. And when reality hits us, what we do next is most important. Are we learning? Are we pivoting? Or are we continuing to go down the same path that we went? We saw a double elimination, which was also super shocking for us. Sometimes life throws us curveballs that we don't expect. But when you don't show up, when you don't show who you really like and who is important to you, then unfortunately you will be sifted like wheat. So please make your intentions known in love, because if they don't know, then you will be unknown. So please don't get yourself slipping, and be always open to change and adapting. You can still be yourself, but be open to change and open to adapting. Appreciate everybody tonight. Please continue to tune in, support the channel. Kojo, God willing, will be back tomorrow in good health and doing a panel. I'm not sure who all gonna be there. I'm not sure. I don't want to say who all will or won't, but hopefully some folks will be gathered here tomorrow evening for another wonderful live on this channel to really go in depth and maybe cover some more things that weren't covered tonight. But I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you, El Cid. Thank you, Jay. And thank y'all in the comments and in the chat, and for all those watching on the after live. I truly appreciate y'all. And as the good Lord says,
you gotta go, and I don't care where you go, but it just can't be here.
Good night and God bless.